In a bustling Nigerian city, a strikingly beautiful woman named Amina moved into an affluent neighborhood, capturing the attention of every man who crossed her path. Her charm was irresistible, and the men couldn't help but stare whenever she walked by. However, Amina only had eyes for the wealthy and powerful. Among her many suitors was Michael, a successful car dealer known for his luxurious lifestyle and deep pockets. Michael had pursued Amina relentlessly, showering her with extravagant gifts, designer bags, jewelry, and luxury cars. He didn't stop until she finally agreed to marry him. Their wedding was the talk of the town, a fairy tale ceremony attended by hundreds of guests, with abundant food and spectacular decorations. After the wedding, the couple moved into a grand mansion with a beautiful garden and spacious rooms, where Amina began living like a queen. Michael spoiled her beyond imagination. Every month, she demanded a new car, and Michael indulged her without hesitation. Her wardrobe was overflowing with clothes, shoes, and accessories from top designers. Whenever she drove her flashy cars through the streets, people stopped to admire her, and other wives envied her lifestyle. Yet beneath Amina's glamorous life lay a dark, hidden secret about her husband, one that would soon come to light. Michael wasn't always wealthy. After completing his National Youth Service, he struggled to find a job. He applied to numerous companies but never got called for interviews. Frustrated and desperate, he approached a local barber shop and begged for a chance to learn the trade. The owner accepted him, and soon Michael became a skilled barber, attracting many customers with his talented hands. One fateful day, an elderly man named Alhaji Sool entered the shop. After a haircut, Sool struck up a conversation with Michael, asking how much he earned. When Michael revealed that his monthly income was only 20,000 naira, Sool laughed and said, "You are wasting your talent. If you want real wealth, call me." He handed Michael a business card before leaving. Later that night, curiosity got the better of Michael. He called Sool, and they arranged to meet at an isolated location. There, Sool promised to make Michael rich, but with a sinister condition. He had to follow every instruction without asking questions. Driven by ambition, Michael agreed. Sool took him to a deserted road, where they met an old woman holding a black calabash and chanting mysterious incantations. The woman warned Michael, "From tonight, money will flow into your hands. But to maintain your wealth, you must lick a woman's menstrual blood every month. Also, the woman you marry will never bear children." Shocked and horrified, Michael tried to back out, but Sool warned him that leaving the ritual would mean certain death. Michael, feeling trapped, reluctantly accepted his fate. That night, Michael's life changed forever. Money started pouring in, and he opened a car dealership, quickly becoming one of the wealthiest men in town. However, every month, he had to fulfill the dark ritual by obtaining used sanitary pads. He paid young women from nearby universities to steal them from hostels and deliver them to him. This grim practice continued until Michael married Amina. After their wedding, Michael no longer needed to rely on university girls to fulfill the ritual. Instead, he got everything he needed from Amina. Whenever her menstrual cycle began, Michael would pamper her with care, cooking her meals and giving her drinks laced with a sleeping agent. Once she fell into a deep sleep, he would carefully collect her blood-stained pads and lick them to satisfy the demands of the ritual. For a long time, Amina was oblivious to her husband's dark practices. She enjoyed her life of luxury, seemingly indifferent to the fact that they had no children. However, everything changed one day when Amina overheard two women gossiping at a hair salon. "Can you imagine all that money and no children to show for it?" one woman said. "The real success is having children to fill your house with joy," added the other. She just drives around showing off, but no one envies her anymore. All that wealth is useless without children. Amina was deeply hurt by their words. That night, she shared her feelings with Michael, telling him she wanted children. "We need to visit a hospital to see what's wrong," she said softly. Michael's expression darkened. He flew into a rage and stormed out of the house, driving straight to the old woman. "She's asking for children," he told her anxiously. The old woman handed him a special salt, instructing him to sprinkle it where Amina would step. "This will erase her desire for children," she promised. When Michael returned home, he prepared Amina's favorite meal and secretly added the salt. After dinner, Amina drifted off to sleep, and the next day, her longing for children seemed to vanish. Michael also bought her expensive shoes and handbags to keep her distracted. Months passed, and Amina resumed her glamorous lifestyle. But one rainy night everything changed. As she woke in the middle of the night, she saw Michael crouched beside the bed, licking her menstrual blood from a white cloth. Horrified, Amina gasped in disbelief. "What are you doing?" she whispered, her voice trembling. Michael begged her to keep his secret, but Amina screamed in terror. Panicked, Michael lunged at her, attempting to strangle her to silence her. Amina fought desperately, managing to free herself and run out of the house into the pouring rain. She sought refuge at the home of Omalicha, an elderly woman who lived outside the estate. Trembling with fear, Amina recounted the horrifying events to Omalicha. "This is beyond me," Omalicha said grimly. "We need to take this matter to someone powerful." The next day, they visited Pastor Emmanuel, a renowned spiritual leader. Pastor Emmanuel listened intently and promised to protect Amina. He performed a powerful cleansing ritual to break the spiritual bond between Amina and Michael. Afterward, Amina filed for divorce and moved to a new city to start a new life. Without Amina's blood to sustain the ritual, Michael's fortune began to crumble. His cars, businesses, and houses slipped away, and soon he was left penniless. One night, the old woman appeared in his dreams, demanding that he fulfill his end of the bargain. But Michael, desperate and remorseful, begged for forgiveness. Enraged, the old woman cursed him, vanishing into thin air and leaving him to face his ruin alone. One day, while wandering the streets, Michael encountered Pastor Emmanuel. The pastor warned him that if he did not confess his sins, death would soon claim him. Broken and desperate, Michael fell to his knees and confessed everything. Pastor Emmanuel prayed for him, initiating Michael's journey to redemption. Over the following months, Michael transformed. He devoted himself to helping others and exposing the dark forces that had once controlled him. Meanwhile, Amina built a successful business empire and became a renowned philanthropist, helping women escape abusive relationships. Though their paths no longer crossed, Amina heard about Michael's transformation through mutual acquaintances. Out of curiosity, she visited Pastor Emmanuel, who confirmed that Michael had indeed changed. Amina felt a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, and relief. In her heart, she forgave him but decided not to rekindle their relationship. With her heart unburdened, Amina focused on her happiness and spiritual growth. Years later, she became a beacon of hope for others, mentoring women and advocating for self-worth beyond material wealth. Michael, now a humble man, continued sharing his experiences to help others avoid the path he once walked. Their story serves as a powerful reminder. True wealth comes from within, and redemption is always possible, no matter how far one has fallen. Forgiveness heals, and spiritual growth is the key to living a fulfilled life.